Hello, my name is Duncan and welcome to Baft Books or Back Away from the Donkey. This is the third time I've recorded this, okay? One time it all got wrong and the second time I forgot to press record. So let's try again. This is a bit of an announcement video. It's basically a plan for what I'm going to do, some videos I'm going to release over the next 11 months. And I was originally going to call it Dick on Film, but my wife won't let me, and also I don't think the algorithm would be good. But it's going to be called Divine Invasions, Philip K. Dick on Film. And what it was just before Christmas, I was looking around and I realised there were some films based on Philip K. Dick's work that I'd not seen. I am a big Philip K. Dick fan. I have been since I was about 14 years old. At that tender age, I went to see Blade Runner at the cinema, so that in 1982 on release. I went with a friend of mine and I was really excited about it, and I absolutely loved the film. He hated it, I loved it. And I know on release it didn't get a very good, a lot of people didn't like it. I still believe that the theatrical cut with the voiceovers and everything is the best version. And that's a hill I'm willing to die on. I will explain that in a later video. But yeah, but basically my idea is for this year is I want to read the books and watch the films and then talk about them. I'm not a person who believes that the adaptation should follow a book perfectly. I'm quite happy with people's interpretations and stuff. But I just find it quite interesting to see what themes are available in both. I said Blade Runner is actually one of my favourite films, so that's been quite good. I said from my research there has been 12 films from Philip K. Dick's work. One of those is adapted from the same story, and that is Total Recall. There was the Paul Verhoeven version and the Len Wiseman one, so I'm going to do those together. Other than that, I am following them in chronological order of the films being done. My plan is to have some articles on my blog, because I'm trying to use my blog a bit more this year, sort of as companion pieces to the videos I'm going to be doing. And I said there'd be one, maybe there could be 2 videos a month, normally towards the back end of the month is my plan. And if any of you wish to join me in this, that would be great. If you want to read the books or watch the films, I'm hoping maybe it might introduce some people to Philip K. Dick's work. So the first one I'm obviously going to be doing is Blade Runner. I am going to be watching, obviously, the film. I've seen the film hundreds of times. I said the theatrical cut is my favourite version, but I do have other versions, so I'll probably maybe watch 2 versions of it. I'm also planning on watching the sequel, Blade Runner 2049, and see if that follows some of the film themes through. And obviously I'll read the book of Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep. And that is the first one. And I've got a list of all the other films. I said there was a few films I not knew about. So for January, that's that one. For February, I will do Total Recall, that and the remake, which is based on We Can Remember It For You Wholesale, a short story. And then in March, it's Confessions d'un Barjo. Excuse my very bad French accent. And that's from Confessions of a Crap Artist, which is a non-science fiction book from him. I think it was the only one published before his death, is non-science fiction work. That is known as Barjo in some locations. And I'm really quite excited about doing that one. It's so I've got a copy. I managed to get hold of a copy of the film. It's obviously subtitled because it's French, which is no problems. And then the fourth one, which will be April, is Screamers, and that is based on the short story Second Variety. There was a few sequels to Screamers. I think there's 2 or 3 sequels. Whether I watch those is another matter, but that will be for that month. And then we go to Minority Report for the next month, and that is based on the short story The Minority Report. Probably that is one of the films that most people would have seen, on, as well as Blade Runner, the Steven Spielberg version. Then we go to Imposter, the film Imposter from 2002, which I did not know existed. It's based on the short story Imposter. I'm pretty sure I've read the short story because I've read mostly short stories, but I can't remember it at all. I've got it in one of the collections I've got back there. And then in 2003 we have Paycheck, which was a John Woo film based on the story Paycheck. And that is another one I've not seen, film-wise. And then in August, we go to A Scanner Darkly, based on a Gannon Darkly. I think was it Richard Linklater did it. I have seen the film a few years back, and I hated it because they use this animation method, rotoscoping, which means you film it all and then you trace over the top. And I hated it because of that, not because of the content. So I will be interested to revisit the film, see if my views have changed, and obviously read the book again. The book is great. And on September is the film Next, 2007, and it's based on The Golden Man. And I did not know that existed, so I'm quite interested to see that. And then in October, we have Radio Free Obermuth, which is based on Radio Free Obermuth, which is was published after his death. I'll be interested to watch that. I didn't know that one existed either. And we finish up in November with the Adjustment Bureau, based on the short story Adjustment Team. So that's just a quick rundown of what I will be doing. I said starting off with Blade Runner. I'm going to put a link below to my blog post, which will have all that listed and a little bit of background for this little project I'm doing. And I hope some of you may join me. Some of you may read along with me. Read the novel same month with me, or maybe watch the films, or just watch the videos. That'd be great if you would. But we'll see what happens. So yeah, that's just a bit of a roundup. And I said I will be starting off with Blade Runner this month, which is obviously the biggie, and there's probably more information out about that one than anything else. And I'm hoping to put the videos, I said there may be one, there may be two. I'm just going to see how it develops towards the back of each month. I will probably put up a brief post somewhere about the next month's one after I've done it, but I'm really not sure how this is going to develop. It's sort of all in my head at the moment, how I'm doing this. But yeah, I hope you will enjoy this series of videos. I'm looking forward to this. And I'm just obviously getting back into the flow of doing some BookTube stuff. And so I've got a couple of videos coming out next week, and hopefully you'll enjoy those as well. But anyway, I will see you all soon, and thank you very much.